Do you know he's not going to be able to drum on his farewell tour because he can't even hold a drumstick in one of his hands?
Why?
Just getting old.
The guy from...
Yeah,
Like,
Phil Collins. Yeah, the guy from the clip.
Yeah, the guy from this.
No. The guy from the clip. Hello, everybody, and welcome to That Checks Out, like pigs in space, with Damon and Ted. I'm Ted. That means he's Damon. We're coming to you from Audiohive Podcasting Studio. Mac is here. Say hi, Mac.
Hello.
Wow, I didn't know he could hear himself. He said he couldn't hear himself in the recording. I feel he lied.
I always listen back later, and I turn myself
It
off
has
later.
been 1 week for you. It feels like 1,000 years for us. Damon, how was your 1,000 years?
It was all right. We had that tornado come through.
You did. I was in Iowa.
Nice.
You were like,
nice.
Look at this weather. And I'm like, what? It's sunny and nice?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I'm getting a tan, bro.
Yeah. Bruh.
So I know we had some crazy winds come through. They had some tornado touchdown not far from my house, but not at my house. Kind of more in the fields, so I wasn't too bad. Did some damage, but I'll tell you what's weird is I think I've told you before, my tree in the front, and you've seen it.
Did that thing survive? Because
The tree in front,
Yeah.
no problems whatsoever. The one, like, when it just blows a little bit, it falls over into the house.
Yeah.
Nothing. But everybody else's trees down everywhere.
Yeah.
Now get this.
I'm getting it.
The city decides, this was a good storm. Go ahead and put your branches out on the curb. We'll come by and get them. I've had to take my tree apart, branch by branch, disassemble it, and get rid of it.
You've been smuggling out Shawshank Redemption style.
You've
been taking out some bark in your leg every
I have
every trip to the yard.
like a spoon of sand, and I walk over and dump it out the window.
At your kids' football games, it's like, why is there always like debris under where?
Yeah.
Is Damon having nuts? Is he like at Lone Star Steakhouse while he's at this football game?
He's running on the 20 uphill. It's like, what is that? Where'd that mound come from?
Oh, you remember when they ripped up the street in front of my mom's house and then put it on the track?
Yeah.
Brian, they ripped up the cinder in front of my mom's house. It's not even cinder, it's like asphalt, and ground it up into cinder and put it...
Feels great in shoes.
Yeah, on the track at our old high school.
Yeah.
You could still see like the yellow lines and stuff.
You could.
If you fell down on it, you basically had an entire block up in your knee.
Yeah. Yeah. Felt great in shoes, too.
Now, did you get any, like... Because at one time, it wasn't even a big storm, but we came back after recording and you found your neighbor's tent or something in your backyard.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no
Nothing like that?
No. A couple of buddies of mine got extra trampolines. They just landed in their yard. But other than that, no big deal. Like I said, it could have been a lot worse, probably. We had a lot of branches down, a lot of signs, a lot of stuff like that. You missed it all, huh?
Yeah, there was nothing. Like, I had some coworkers say, hey, I might want to go home because it's starting to get pretty nasty out here. And I'm literally at work just looking out the windows like, how did that get to Illinois? And I didn't see any of it.
Yeah, it missed me.
Like, I think it swooped in from Wisconsin. Because I don't know where, either it came up from Missouri or Wisconsin, because it did not come through Iowa, not even a drop. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
But I was super stoked to find out that they were sending around trucks. Just put your stuff out on the curb. We got chippers. We're coming around. We're going to get rid of everybody's stuff.
Now, did you run, I'm not going to say where, but did you run out into your secret spot and go get the stuff you've been dumping?
No.
And bring it back?
No, it's secret. It belongs to the earth now.
Yeah. What am I, a tree farmer?
Yeah. What am I, a farmer? So you were out of town. What happened cool for you?
I'll tell you this. Now, this isn't really cool, and I hope everyone is okay, but it is something newsworthy. My wife comes back yesterday from, I don't remember if she was out with her youngest, and was like, hey, another house on the other side of our neighborhood is burning down right now.
Wow.
And I'm like, I don't work for the fire department. I don't know what you want me to do about it. But she's like, yeah, they were there, and we were hanging out. We decided we'd leave because we didn't want to get stopped by the trucks. I'm like, did you maybe see if there's anything you could do to help? Or what? I mean, like, it was so weird. Like, I don't get it. But
you think it has anything to do with the fact you wear suspenders? Maybe that's why.
Well, they're not red.
What am I, a fireman?
Know. Yeah, what am I, a fireman? But apparently, and this goes back into a story, like on the 4th of July, my wife went down the cul-de-sac and told the guy 3 houses down to stop firing off fireworks.
Right.
And I didn't get involved because, I want my cars to not be keyed. So I didn't get involved. Yeah. And I'm literally on my porch like, it's not me.
Yeah.
Mine's the blue one.
Yeah.
No, the bigger blue one.
Yeah. Tina, you want me to roll up the windows in your car?
Mine's the Chevy.
But it turns out this house fire was caused by a neighbor shooting off fireworks. It
Really?
shot off, bounced off the grill, and apparently just sat between the grill and the house and caught the house on fire. Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah,
A lot
so
of damage or no?
Yeah, the whole thing's gone.
Shut up. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Total loss. Well, that's the problem. I mean, now I want to move because now this is 2 houses in this calendar year where it's taken the fire department 10 minutes to get there. Because I think I mentioned this. The town I live in just one day was like, hey, this is our land now. Just literally snuck in and like
Right.
annexed like all this land that really wasn't theirs. So we only have we only have police department and water.
Yeah.
Like schools, library, fire department, all of that is from other towns. So if any of that need, like, obviously the school doesn't have to come to you, but the fire department has to come from another town to us to get there. So it's not a comforting thought.
Yeah.
And apparently my wife's not going to fire up the
Right.
the fire hydrant and do anything about it. So
Hey, you know what though? She's very good at tracking them and pinpointing
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
So you got to
maybe
give her.
maybe she could be one of the storm chasers. She could be an emergency chaser.
I'm not a big coincidence guy, but she's happened to be in the right place at the right time twice now.
I wasn't going to mention that. but-
So what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Hey Mac, what are we doing to the screen now? Google, huh?
Well,
Yeah.
I also said, like, when can we start making, like, because our house needs work and all that stuff. And I was like, when is it appropriate we can say that joke again where, hey, can we just burn it down and start again?
Right.
Like, I don't think the same week is okay.
Tragedy plus time.
Yeah.
You
How
got to
much
get some time.
Right.
You got to get some time.
They're not directly our neighbors. So,
Hey, would this be funny on this block?
yeah. Oh, but I was telling someone a story the other day, and I don't remember why it came up, but it involves fire. Apparently we never told our kids like how the gas stove works, like the stove, not like a gas, like,
Right.
you know, like the actual stove where you cook. Because the other day I found my son, it wasn't lighting, and I heard that, and I picked my head up and I look, and he's looking like he bent down and was looking under the pot.
Oh,
to
that's not
see
a
it.
peeking thing.
Right? No, and I went and grabbed his head right as you hear the, and it like shot up around the pot, and his eyes got really big and everything. And this is a while ago because this is before he cut his hair, so that literally would have been a tragedy. It would have
Yeah.
been like a great white kind of tragedy. If you
Three
didn't start-
things burned down in
Yeah.
your neighborhood. Yeah.
And someone was like, "So, but how did you know?" I'm like, "Well, it's the same thing when someone touches the thermostat. In my house, if I hear the clicks more than 3 times, my
Yeah.
face is like, not my face, but my body is like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Who's doing the thing? It's clearly not working. Turn it off." And like, as we've discussed, it's not COVID related, but I lost my sense of my entire sense of smell a while ago, and I've only somewhat partially come back. But outside, I walk in the house, and I'm like, how do you guys not smell that?
Yeah.
Like, I have maybe 38% of my smell, and I walked in and was like, why are we not dead?
Yeah.
Like, how are you guys sitting in this gas field?
What's that funny noise?
Meanwhile, yeah. How do you not smell that? And meanwhile,
I think the turn signal's on.
Yeah.
Where we ever going to go left?
yeah. You think the house turns on its own?
Hey, so I will say that the storms lead us into, remember we talked about doing hurricane names that would scare guys and get them to leave?
Never heard.
Okay. So I have a list I've compiled. Now I will tell you that it was a lot harder than I thought. There's some letters I do not have because again, this list is meant to get guys like you and me
Yeah.
to not be like, yeah, it's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's to scare you. So what I did is I highlighted the ones that I thought were my favorite. So
Okay. So you have 26 names here.
yeah,
All right.
yeah,
I know the alphabet.
47 letters. But I also did Prince's symbol and the Batman symbol. So we're all good.
Q.
Yeah.
Another Q.
Yeah. So
Another Q.
So again, if you're trying to get a guy to leave, you have to have something that is very, I don't know, what, obtrusive, yeah, painful.
Yeah. So is C like
Ridiculous.
castration? Because if it's not, that's mine.
See, I actually put Chicago because that'll kill you. So I thought, yeah, if we call it Chicago, Hurricane Chicago, it's all good. But no, I put anal seepage because that's a side effect from some medicines.
Yeah.
And
Or
most guys
those
won't take
Wow
it.
chips in the 90s.
Yeah,
You guys remember that?
Say, or potato chips.
Yeah, those Alestra chips. Yeah.
Yeah.
That man has not gotten a reference in 18 months.
Yeah.
You say anal sheep, and he's like, oh, yeah, those chips.
Those
I was
chips.
worried about that when I was like 10 years old and I started seeing that on TV. I was like, well, that doesn't sound good at all.
As he's crunching away.
I suddenly started reading ingredient labels.
Yeah, maybe we should. Maybe that's how we get people to read labels. Just tell us something like some of this stuff makes you poop.
So what you got a B? You got a good B? You got a B? What do you got for B?
I was going to go with Hurricane Ballbuster.
Ballbuster.
Yeah.
I like that one. I like that one. I stayed with the butt stuff we talked about last week. So I kept
Well,
my
note A is already
again,
butt stuff.
Yeah, because again, that's
Yeah.
two things.
Yeah.
If you're not leaving now,
Yeah.
you got problems. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So C, you were gonna put castration.
Castration.
Okay. D,
I had Dingleberry.
Dingleberry.
Yeah. I don't want to. Do you want a storm of Dingleberries coming through where you're at?
I don't.
Right.
I don't. I put either dumpster fire or Detroit. I stay with two cities
Well,
for those.
So far, it's been anal stuff and generalizing cities.
Right.
Okay.
So it's been shitholes all the way around. That's pretty much what we're doing. Okay.
Just like opinions.
So E, I have engagement because that seems to
Oh.
scare. That seems to scare men.
You went like more philosophical. I went
Correct.
with egg farts.
Egg farts. Also.
Yeah.
Also enough reason to vacate.
Yeah.
To vacate the area.
Is there still like a sulfur pocket around here? No, but you need to pack up because it's time to go.
Yeah. Well, and for F, I put Felicia because it's by Felicia. So that's what I put. That was for F. What'd you get for F?
Hold on. I got to remember what my F was. It was, foot to the nuts.
Foot to the nuts?
Yeah. It wasn't one name. I
was going to say,
Yeah.
I really want to hear the meteorologist announce it that way.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so we're tracking foot to the nuts.
Well, you can. K was something else. It was a little dirtier. It was a rhyming kick to the. So I moved it up to F for foot to the nuts. Yeah.
G was golden showers because I'm not going to hang around for that. Raining, done, golden showers. What'd you have for G?
I had Garfield.
Garfield's adorable.
like
I would stick
Garfield.
around for Garfield.
I don't know because did you ever see that thing where I think it was in France? Suddenly, like this beach kept getting loaded with Garfield phones.
No.
Do you remember the Garfield phones from the 80s?
I do.
You pick it up in the. So there was this beach where, like, every so often, like 10 to 20 Garfield phones would just show up on the beach, And
Like
they couldn't-
washed ashore?
Yeah, they couldn't figure it out. It turns out, sometime in the 80s, this ship had gone down that was transporting an entire like cargo hold of those phones. Well, one of the cases broke open, one of the pallets broke open, and it's just been washing those things ashore forever. They found a cave, like a cove, a little bit farther down that just had hundreds of them, and it was very creepy. So I guess that memory stuck with me.
Okay, I'll stick with that. H? What'd you get?
I want to hear yours first.
I put Hitler because nobody wants to hang around and hang out with Hitler. So I put Hitler.
That's a good. It's
That's decent, right? Hey, Hitler's coming. Okay, I'm leaving. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I went hot poops.
Hot poops.
Yeah, you don't eat some hot food, and you're like, oh, that's going to come out the same way.
Right. Warm Euro, both times. Right.
Yeah, I was
understood.
thinking more like, I'm going to try that hot sauce. And it's really hot in your mouth. And you're like, I've been told that my butt stuff is the same as my mouth stuff. So if it really hurt my lips, it's probably going to hurt my ass.
Yeah. True story. During the opening football ceremonies there this weekend, I had my boys over and we all went downstairs, watched the football. We had the buffalo chicken dip and the wings and all this stuff. So yeah, when you went, it burned. It was it was burned. So I could understand not wanting to hang around for that. So I get it.
Yeah.
What are we on? I?
Yeah.
What do you got?
I got any nips.
Any nips?
Yeah, and those nips that are in, I don't like those. They're weird to me.
You know what? I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. I mean,
you
know what's
it
weird,
says
though?
if the guy only heard nips, he's staying.
I was going to say, that's the whole thing. Is
Yeah.
It's like, you
Yeah.
kind of piqued my interest.
But maybe I want, maybe that's good for me because I leave. And then they
Right.
have to deal with
No
all of
traffic.
those. Yeah,
No
no
traffic.
traffic, and they have to deal with all those. I don't even deal with it.
Wilson just cruising.
Yeah, it's like me, like in The Walking Dead. I'm going into Atlanta with the highways totally empty.
Yeah. There is no line at the gas station.
Yeah.
This is awesome. So everybody's at home.
Yeah, I for you.
I, for me, was family relations. That starts with I.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I went there.
Yeah,
I went
yeah.
there because no one's going to hang around for that either.
Yeah.
So, so I went there. I'll keep it clean. Jay was Justin Bieber.
Oh, I went with Jagoffs. So we're kind of the same. It's kind of the same place.
I'm going to give that. That's the same umbrella. We said we duplicate a couple. I thought we would. K was Karen. Hurricane Karen.
Yeah, that was on that one too. Yeah.
Yeah, Hurricane Karen. Okay. L, I did this Hurricane like 'em. Because, like when I like 'em, but I don't know if I like 'em. So then when you ask somebody that, like a dude, I think she likes you, he's going to bolt. You know what I mean? So that's what I kind of went relationship wise. What do you think?
Like them.
Yeah, remember that from school?
Yeah, do you like them like them? But that's like, if you like them, that means you like them like them. So you don't want that kind
Correct.
of hurricane?
Correct. Well, if the guy hears that, she likes me?
Yeah.
Maybe I go like me. I don't know. But yeah, liked him. That's
I
what I went with.
I went theme with our show. I went lizard penis.
Again, I'm not saying I'm leaving. I'm just not saying I'm leaving.
I mean, we bypassed that story for a long time.
Correct.
So
Correct.
I figured we were avoiding it. So
Yeah.
that would make us leave.
M was mother-in-law.
That's a good, you said that on, I went with mesothelioma.
Oh, that would be my son Chuck's favorite. As soon as he knew how to say that word, he said it all the time. So yeah, that was his
So
favorite.
he might stick around.
Yeah, he might stick around.
Yeah, he might stick around.
Yeah, he might stick around. And I put ninjas because who's going to stick around and get beat up by ninjas?
I went negative Nancy's.
Negative Nancy.
Yeah, people that nag you. Oh, those people, I don't want any of that.
Oh, I did not have one.
Oh, you didn't have one for O?
I did not have one. No, I did not. Do you have one for O?
No, I don't have one for O.
Okay, good. Then it's not just me. P, I put penis because if it's raining penises, guys are not
It's
going to.
raining men. Hallelujah.
It's raining men's appendages. Yeah, we don't want to stick around for that. I had no Q. Did you have Q?
No, Q's a hard one too.
Yeah, I didn't have a Q. Let's see here. R. No, I didn't have an R either. I had road rash, but I lined through it. That's kind of stupid.
I'm glad we agree with that.
Yeah. What's yours?
I went with rash though myself.
Did you?
Because Brian, remember?
Yeah, Brian's rash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
And we're all caught up.
I have a rash. I went stew for S, just so you're aware of that.
I put shart.
Oh,
So
well, we're in the same boat. Yeah.
equally scary.
If you put Ted's for T, if you put Hurricane Ted.
No, I took a page out of your book. I put Thanos.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I went there. So not quite sure who that guy is. I just know he's a guy that some people wouldn't want to hang around. They're like, I know that name. I'm not going to be here. Yeah. What about you?
I went turds. I'm kind of poop heavy in mine.
Mine are more of the fecal.
Right.
Fecal.
You went butt stuff. I went in the butt stuff.
Yeah. Fecal juncture. Let's see here. Well, for you, I put undie stains because guys don't want it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You disappear. Those ain't mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I kind of went with, I legit went with undies too, but I was thinking more like tidy whities. I should have put that for T.
Gotcha. Hey, V, I put vegan and then nope in parentheses. Because as soon as you hear hurricane vegan, nope.
I put vegetables because I figured that would get a lot of guys out of it.
Yeah. Hey, asparagus. There'd be certain stuff I might hang around for.
And
W.
asparagus, I went with wax as in nads.
I put wet dog because that's the worst smell.
Yeah, you would hate that.
Yeah, so you'd be like, nah, I got to leave. I'm not sticking around for that. X.
I didn't do X because I hate people with like X and they do like X-ray or like X-lax. Or
you know what I did?
It's X or it's not.
I did Xanax because it screams anxiety.
Well,
so
you're
going to be.
I don't give you credit for that. I should have done xylophones because who's going to stick around for that?
Yeah. Why? I put yeet because shit's about to get.
I went with yeet.
Shit's
too.
about to get yeeted. So.
I went with, that's when I went. I wanted to say yeet skeet, but I decided that probably wasn't right.
And then Z, I did zombies.
That's pretty good.
You know Z?
No.
Okay. So true story about yeet. By the way, that was a pretty good list, and I'll say we overlapped on all the poop stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
So and Mac laughed a couple times, so he got it.
Mostly about his own rash.
That and I had those potato chips when I was those potato chips.
Anal seepage. I know about that. Who's that guy that was in Genesis though? It was a drummer.
Yeah, finally a topic I'm aware of. I don't know, what did he do? Anal seepage. I was like, what are you doing, Mac? But no, a true story.
True story. You know where I get that from?
What?
Real World Season 2. The cowboy guy would say that in the beginning.
You still
he said
lost
it
me.
once.
You lost me.
And then they put it in the theme every time. So you literally hear like, this is the true story. And in the background you hear, true story. I'm like, why didn't they just take that out?
Never watched it. So
Well, you missed it. That's the one with Puck. And the guy that died.
Oh, that sounds sad.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
It was like 92. Who cares now?
Moment of silence.
No, we're good.
So the guy that died definitely cannot. That's why we're still.
Yeah,
on
I don't think you
Stamos.
can say anything. I'm pretty good.
But I've never heard the word yeet used. You use it. I've heard other people use it, like TikToks, whatever else, weird stuff. But in like real conversation, I pick up my son from the homecoming dance. Okay, and we're in the car, and he goes, we were making fun of our buddy who was dancing with a girl, and he goes, so my buddy says, take a picture. So he goes, I said, I'm not taking a picture, and he hands him his phone. Well, it's dark. They're outside on the football field at night, which was really creative by the school. So they were outside. Okay, so it was neat.
Wait,
they're out-
neat or yeet?
Neat.
Okay.
So anyway, Chuck proceeds to tell me that his buddy grabs his phone, takes the picture, but the flash is on. So he freaks out all these people all around. And he goes, then he looks at me and just yeets my phone right back at me and runs away. And I start laughing so hard. And he's like, what's so funny? And I'm like, that word. He goes, what? It's a thing. It's when you throw it. It's yeet. It's yeet. And I'm like, I've never heard it used in context. So
I've got two comments on that. The first thing is the first time I ever heard the word yeet is in a Vine, I think years ago, where someone hands someone something. He's like, hey, they're like, hey, do you want a drink of this? And she grabs it. She's like, this bitch empty. Yeet, and then throws the can. Like she's in a school hallway and throws it like probably 25 people in front of her. And it hits someone. And she's like, do you want a drink of this? She's like, this bitch empty. Yeet, and just whips it. So that's what I learned about yeet, and that it's throwing. That's when I was like, well, I can put that together. I've watched Sesame Street. I know how to put that together. The second thing is I was at work the other day, and I got a call, so I picked up my phone.
Yeah.
And I pulled my phone out, and I was holding my phone in front of me because I wanted to see what it was, see if I wanted to answer it or that's going to voicemail. Then I look up and I see a woman come, and I'm walking like towards the back of the store, and there's a woman coming through the women's clothing. Now, I'm not in women's clothing, but I'm facing that way. And I look up.
What were you wearing, Ted?
Well, no, here's the thing. I look up, and she is wearing a button-up shirt that is unbuttoned from her neck all the way down past her navel.
Really?
Yeah. And then now it looks like, as she looks up, it looks like I'm trying to take a picture of what is essentially her entire chest, minus the innie nips. And I'm just like, fudge. But I hadn't said fudge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
the F
and you
dash
can do that
word.
thing where like suddenly she's pulling her shirt together. First off, why are you walking around with your top off in Walmart?
Yeah.
That's on you. Now,
Have you seen the People of Walmart site? I mean, that's really not on
my
her.
point is like there's 1,000 cameras in Walmart.
Right.
If you're worried about my phone, you're already on the internet.
Right. But you are correct. When you walk out holding a phone like that, it does look like
I'm doing that old man thing where I'm holding it out like I can't read it.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like 100 feet from my face, and it literally looks like, hey, can you bend over real quick?
Yeah.
I just yeeted something over there. Can you pick it up for me?
Let's do the YMCA. Yeah.
Now, it doesn't work much anymore, but I have used yeet a few times in front of my kids, and it usually gets like they're not trying to laugh, but they can't help it.
Oh, I do. I tell my kids all the time, I'm like, that do be hitting different though. I say it like that, and it's just like the dumbest thing, you know. And they're like, Dad, but they'll laugh first,
Right.
Yeah, you do.
But no, I've never actually heard anyone use it as in like they're trying to convey.
Right.
That's what happened.
That's what.
Right.
That's
I
why
thought
it was,
I've only heard it like ironically, not like,
Yeah.
hey, this is the word now. No, it's not.
That was a verb. Just
Yeah.
you put it right in the sentence. Boom, done. And maybe didn't think Pops would get it. You know what I mean? But I got it. I laughed super hard. You know. So
I think if we had that same situation where if we had homecoming in the dark on a field, we would have been doing that with the light too.
yeah. So what's funny is so it's neat because we've been out of high school for so long, right? So now I'm reliving this now through my child, which is cool.
Gross.
Yeah, but he tells me everything, so that's cool, you know. But we're having a talk, and no, I'm not going to reveal anything personal.
I already don't like the emotion in your voice anyway. So
But what's funny is they're at the dance. Now you can remember when we were younger, especially like freshmen. I don't think I took anybody to the homecoming day. I just went. You know what I mean? I'm not,
for homecoming. I don't know if I ever went like officially.
no.
I mean, I went, but I don't know if I ever went with anyone. I remember one time I was someone's chauffeur.
But still, you've been at them, and
Yeah.
if
I've
you're
been
just-
at him. Yeet.
Yeah, but you're just with a group of dudes. You're hanging out. He's with the football team, right? So there's probably 10, 12 of them that don't have dates.
Yeah,
whatever else.
remember in junior high, we used to all hang out along the walls. Like,
Right.
Like we were playing bombardment, boys
Right.
to men to girls.
Well, this would be on about the 40-yard line, because they were on the football field. But what was funny is he said, so all his buddies, they're trying to talk his one buddy into talking to this girl who likes him, and they don't.
Wait, like or like?
Right. So anyway, I think she likes him. So anyway, they finally convince him to go over there. Well, he goes over there and he comes back and they form a huddle. Like they all get in a huddle. So they're all holding on each other. Like, okay, so what'd she say? All right. And then they're looking up, like they're looking at her, like, it had to look awesome. He's explaining it to me and he's laughing. But he says, so we break and we all form a line. So like nobody can see what he's doing. He's going over there to talk to her. And he says, then he comes back, we huddle again. And he's like, I don't know what to do next. And he says, I tell him, you got a water bottle in your back pocket. It's warm out here. She might be thirsty. You didn't open it yet. Offer the water bottle.
You're gonna offer someone your back pocket water bottle.
So this is what Chuck tells him to offer. Okay. Now he hasn't opened it yet, but it's been in his back pocket for God knows how long.
Yeah. Do you want my Swass bottle?
Right. So anyway, he walks over there and they watch him. He holds it out and he's like, hey, you want a drink? You want a water bottle or whatever like that? And all his buddies go, that was the dumbest thing you could have told him. And Chuck says, I looked at him and I went, I didn't think he'd do it. I just said it, And so I'm laughing because these are this is stuff we did when we were kids. And I'm just
I
seeing
never offered water to a woman like a dog.
Correct. No, but you did suggest very stupid things for your buddies to do.
Hey, buddy. Hey, do you want a drink? Are you thirsty? You look thirsty. You look thirsty. You want a drink? You want a drink? You want a drink? Let me get you a drink. Now, I did see a video where it was a wedding where the priest or pastor or whatever was like, do you take this woman? And then he ran over with his line of groomsmen and everything.
Yeah.
They got in a huddle.
They huddle up.
And one of them popped their head up and look and then go back down for the
Yeah.
discussion. If I did that in my wedding, you wouldn't see me today. I would have been dead.
So I may have told this story on the air already, but my wedding, when I
You might have. I wasn't probably listening.
yeah. So when I said I do, or when she said I do to me, the best man goes yes, and like real animated.
Yeah.
And then turns around and collects money from all the groomsmen, right? And so then they start again. Everybody's laughing now. The laughter's dulled down.
Do you have that, Keish?
So everybody starts laughing again. And then my best man goes, and the pastor pulls money out of the Bible and hands it to him, right?
Yeah.
And the place erupted. So it was very cool and it was neat. Nobody knew we were doing it except the groomsmen and Nicole. None of the bridesmaids did. So it was all like genuine, you know, and the pastor, of course. But it was all genuine, you know, heartfelt, like, holy cow, just belly laughs. It was really cool. So it's neat to catch somebody off guard.
I'd be dead.
Would you really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wouldn't play around with that.
Really?
Yeah. I will say that Duffy's dad was our videographer. Mm-hmm. That's Mike Duffy from Foot Wedge Custom Pens.
Yes.
You can find that on Etsy. Sponsor.
Call me.
Yeah. Call us. Throw some more cash down. He was a video photographer. And then when I think it was when she said, I do.
Yeah.
He's just like, yes. So we're watching
Yeah.
the wedding video, silence. Like you just hear us, we're out talking all this stuff, and then all of a sudden you hear his commentary over the top, and I was like, yep.
Attaboy,
And
Ted.
there it is. Yeah. That might have been actually what he said. And I was like, oh, God.
Attaboy, Ted. Good job, Ted. You know,
Tonight is your night, bro.
yeah, but those are neat
That's from
memories.
Twins. Have you seen that movie? No, you haven't. Let's move on.
Yeah, twins. No. He has not. So yeah, I am glad we get through the list, and I'm glad you actually did your list because I didn't think you were gonna.
You were
Did-
like,
was-
do you remember your list? Oh, what list are you talking about?
Yeah, but you did it.
I don't remember Brian doing his, though.
No, Brian didn't do his at all. He just said, I remember them potato chips. They cause problems. That's what Brian said. And then
They make your sheet eat.
wow.
Yeah, that's what they were called. Wow.
Yeah, from the window to the wall, right? Is that where it goes?
Oh, is that like WTTW?
Oh, ye.
I should watch more PBS. I was unaware of that.
I did. So I was
I feel
watching.
like I derailed you there for a second.
You did.
All right.
But I was watching a little bit of TV this week, and I was watching a cruise show where they're showing, you know, a cruise I'll never go on. You know what I mean? And so
Why do
they're-
you have to take a plane to the boat?
yeah,
Oh, look, I woke up.
yeah. Mac, I want to punch you. But anyway.
Han Solo back there woke up.
Yeah. He's like, wait, he said something ignorant to Damon. That's funny. Yeah. Not paying attention the rest of the time. But so what I noticed is they said, and they have table tennis. Now I thought, okay, I call it ping pong, but it's the same stuff.
Yeah.
It is. They show the table tennis. Ted, they are backed up to the rail of the boat.
Oh, I could do that.
Huh?
I could do that.
Yeah. As many times as we used to chase that thing in your basement.
No, I'm saying like if you're saying like the end of the table or the side of the table.
I'm saying the end of the table. Okay. Here's the deal.
Oh
So-
yeah, I mean the ball's going off the boat like 1,000 times. I totally get that.
Correct.
I'm just saying like I played it like when we played in the back of my sister's room. You literally had
correct. Yeah. You
had
just
a foot
stood
and a
up.
half
Yeah.
between the wall and the table. Like I could do that. Yes.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, on the Disney cruises, which you should be aware of, they actually put those in the front, I think, and they have like glass walls, so you can still see out in the water, but it's not like there's less wind. I can't imagine playing to play ping pong in wind.
Yeah, well, I've done it out because at Disney resorts we play outside. That's where the stuff is. So we'll get in and play outside, and if it's too windy, you're like, we're done.
Yeah,
You play foosball or something different. You know what I mean? You're like, it's
that's the devil.
yeah, the foosball, Bobby.
It's the devil.
But I saw that and I went, man, I don't want to be chasing that ball and then be like, oh,
Yeah, it's a cruise, so you either have to pay for the pre-ball package,
Right.
or you got to put $5 in the vending machine every time you lose a ball.
yeah. And it's like, how about if we just turn the table the other way so
Right.
the ball stays on the boat?
Yeah,
And it's
How
like-
about this is probably like a large ass boat.
Yeah.
Why don't we move this table?
Yeah.
Why don't we put a plant here?
Right.
And put this table away from the edge.
Yeah.
Because you know the way we used to play.
Yeah.
Like we'd be like leaning out for it and be like, "Wah!"
Right.
Can I have his buffet? Because
Yeah.
he's out. He's done.
I am now eating for two. I am eating for two because it's paid for. But no, I saw that and I'm like, how many like sea creatures do you think they've killed? Well, like ping pong balls,
Right.
Just like choked on a ping pong ball.
If that keeps happening in the same spot, wouldn't it be great if like a shipwreck just like lifted? Because all the ping pong balls eventually, like, just all it takes is two more balls, and all of a sudden this wreck just flies out of the.
I was gonna say, because shouldn't they should float?
Yeah.
They should all float.
They did that in Mythbusters. They sunk a ship, put ping pong balls in it, and brought it back up.
Really?
They got that idea from a Donald Duck comic.
For real?
Yeah.
Wow. How big was the ship though?
I think it's like a tugboat.
Okay.
Fighting around the
Yeah, I
world.
was gonna say,
I
Tugga.
I saw it. I saw your
Tugga.
face.
You saw my face.
I saw your face sing fighting around the world.
and then I saw his face.
I'm going to see them in a couple months.
Huh?
I'm going to see them in a couple months. About 2 of them.
Yeah, well, we tried leading that in one time with Mac, and
Yeah.
he still didn't get it,
Didn't
so
get
it's
it.
all good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Oh, you're going to see Smash Mouth? No, I'm going to punch you in the mouth if you say it again. I'll smash your mouth.
The other thing, before we get to strange stories, and Fight Me Brah, which is a great lead-in for that.
You got to fight me, bro?
Oh, I got to Fight Me Brah. But the other thing that I thought was funny is this week, all right, I keep seeing posts, like people will post like memories. This is me and my mom. This is me and so-and-so. This is me. I wish I was good at Photoshop so I could Photoshop my face in there too and be like, this is me and your mom. You know what I mean? This is me. You know what I mean? I think that would be hysterical. So if anybody's good at Photoshop, I can send you
Doesn't your
some.
wife do that, or you want that to be a secret?
I want it to be a secret.
Okay.
Yeah, I want it to be a secret. Which
I will say one more thing before we move for my week. And this is just a question for the room.
Yeah.
How much food does have to be in an item before you can put that item in the title?
what like percentage wise?
Yeah, how much of that food can be? Because I was out the other day and they said, "Do you want soup with that?" And I said, "Sure." What kind of soup do you have? They said chicken enchilada, and I said, "All right, that's fine." I got to the last spoonful and there was a whisper of chicken in it.
Really?
Like someone had once mentioned chicken near the pot. Chicken. and this is not a chicken thing for you, Mac, but you can do. But I was just like, this is just like vegetable soup with tortillas in it.
It's like
you can just call it that.
It's heavy on the enchilada.
It's heavy on the suggestion.
We 86 the chicken. We're
Yeah,
running lean.
This is a suggested serving size, as in no chicken.
The leanest part of that whole meal.
Yeah.
And they're like, we better not put that in there. Calories.
Are you kidding me?
Calories.
Have we recorded since we went to see comedy?
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah,
I don't
we
know.
did.
Did we talk about it?
Yeah, we talked about that. Hey, I'm glad you listened to our podcast. All right.
Wait, this is a podcast?
Wait a minute. When does this go out?
I've been billing insurance. I thought this was therapy.
So
It has been 1,000 years for us, just in my defense.
it does.
There was
It's been a long
apparently
time.
you went to Oz and back. I went to Iowa.
Yeah. There's no place like home. So I'll tell you that right now. Let's do a Fight Me Bra before we do a strange
Let's
story.
do it.
Is that cool? All right. So let's see here. What are you in the mood for? You in the mood for like a school fight? You in the mood
Eat a lot
for
of chicken, didn't I?
not in your
Not my
enchilada soup? You
No,
won't.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have just been like, hey, real quick. I'm gonna leave you a tip. I'm not gonna take anything on that, but just as a verbal tip, you can just call it enchilada soup. Let people guess what meat was in it. Take $1 off if they win.
Right.
My God.
Wait, you found the chicken?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
the winner.
Yeah.
You're the winner. There was
winner,
one piece of
chicken dinner. There it is. That's where they get it. That's the origin.
Winner, chicken enchilada
Yeah.
soup.
Last week I was here. I had your carrot and celery enchilada soup. It was really great. Could I have that again?
A little more enchilada, please. All right, so this is a good one. This is where we're going to go. One night, a guy that wasn't one of the regulars started being disrespectful to the bartender, and one of the regulars started fighting him, like verbally. This goes on for about a minute before they're told to take it outside. The disrespectful guy goes out first, and the regular finishes his beer before everyone follows him outside to watch a fight. As soon as he walked out the front door, the guy was standing there with a loaded crossbow pointing at the doorway. And then the guy who was going outside to fight him just said, nope. And we all went back inside. The crossbow guy loaded that sumbitch right back into the trunk of his Toyota Yaris and left.
A Yaris.
Yeah. And he said, the bar is always a good time and Indiana forever. Now that makes total sense to people that live in Illinois.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
It takes a lot of balls to drive around a Toyota Yaris. And
Yeah, well, you're
be
gonna need
loaded for.
With a crossbow.
Yeah.
You know, I'm getting terrible mileage. It's probably the crossbow,
Yeah.
Billy. You're going to want to leave it at home.
If that was me, you wouldn't have just heard the note, but you would have heard the click of locks as that door shut back up. Nope. I also feel like I would have been like, hey, you want to go outside? Let that guy go out. As soon as he's out, just lock the door.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, we're all inside now. Let's go.
Right.
You're out, dude.
Well, apparently this regular guy was probably a badass. So they were going to watch this guy get pummeled.
Right.
But great read.
Yeah.
Know your audience.
Yeah.
Read the room. Read the room.
You know,
Crossbow.
the great, the guy goes out there, so he's got some time. Because the guy said, you said the other guy finished his drink. So he goes
Right.
out there, he's probably like dancing around, getting his adrenaline up. And finally he's like, wait a minute. I've got a crossbow in my...
Yeah, he's stretching.
Yeah.
He's pushing on the stop sign.
Right.
He's leaning against the building.
Yeah. Wait a second.
Wait, did I return that
Yeah.
crossbow to
Where
Sears?
did I leave that crossbow? Am I driving the crossbow Yaris?
Right. I was just going to say, do I have my work car?
Yeah. Is this the crossbow Yaris or is this the box of tissues? Avalon. I don't remember what I'm driving today.
Avalon. Oh, nice. So I have the cannon. I have the bazooka. That is, though, just right away, you just be like,
Form of a Toyota, shape of a crossbow. Wonder Twins, power activate.
Power activate. Nope. Form of a crossbow.
And then I bet, like, because he's a regular, he's probably, like you said, a badass. Everyone was like, you told him, Par, you got him. You got him. You told him. You showed him. You shut that door like a real king. I swear to God.
And the winner is. I bet
Survey says number one answer on the board.
Yeah.
Nope.
You're so lucky. I bet there's going to be chicken in your enchilada soup tonight.
You see that, baby? I stared down the guy with a crossbow. Not a scratch on me.
Wow. Yeah, I wouldn't imagine. I've never had a weapon pulled on me. But
Not of that magnitude, no.
Well, I was going to say, but even like a crossbow, first off, you have to pinpoint what kind of weapon it is. Like, what is he holding?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, that's a crossbow.
Right.
Okay, so it's one thing to walk out and be like, that's a gun.
Yeah.
We know what that is.
Son, you've made the tactical decision of bringing empty hands to a crossbow fight.
What would have been great, though, is he just would have pulled shot him in the knee or something, like an Indiana Jones. Okay, now what are we doing?
Or if he's just like holding his beer and just like flung it like the glass bottle into the guy's nuts.
Yeah.
Just foop.
Or, he
And then
shoots the crossbow.
You just hear the pew of the crossbow like shoot out.
But he shoots the crossbow and he like Miyagi's it right in the air. Boom, catches, just snaps it right in front of his face and goes, "You done messed up now, son."
How long does it take you to reload that bitch?
Yeah. You're lucky I'm just going to shove a crossbow up your ass and not a Toyota Yaris. Prius.
He gets back home and he's like, "Honey, your crossbow saved me." Yeah. What do you mean? I don't know how to use it. I just pulled it out in this guy.
Yeah. By the way, we're going to need to go to the doctor.
Thank God I was driving my wife's car.
That's her.
Hey, honey, did your car smell like piss before? No, why? Are you sure? It smells like wet pants to me.
It's Hurricane Golden Showers. We got to evacuate. It's Hurricane Golden Showers. I'm pretty sure Hurricane Shark found its way into town.
Only in Indiana.
Right. That's what made it best at the
Yeah.
end. They're like, oh, it's a typical night, a great night in Indiana. It's like, okay.
Hey, there is more than corn in Indiana.
There's crossbows in Yarises. How do you walk in the dealership and be like, yeah, I need to get a Yaris, but something that'll hold like a crossbow?
Yeah, how big is this trunk space here?
You got golf clubs?
I need something about yay big, by about yay big, by about yay high. But sometimes it bends backwards. You gotta look.
Right.
It's got to have an arc in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How well does this stand up to pointy bits?
Pointy bit. That sounded
the
really
arrows.
weird.
Yeah.
Pointy bits.
Pointy bits.
That could have been P. Pointy bits.
Pointy bits. Yeah. Hurricane pointy bits. I don't even know what that is. I just want to leave.
I'm not sticking around.
Yeah.
I'm not sticking around to figure it
Hurricane
out.
crossbow, I guess, could have been.
It could have. Yeah. Hey, there would have been C.
Hey, Q could have been quiver. Because hurricane, the quiver full of bows, of arrows, not bows, arrows.
Yeah. I like what you're doing there. I like what you're doing. But even now, if he had like a 69 Charger outside
Yeah.
and he had a crossbow in the back of it,
Yeah. Well, that makes sense.
I'd have been like,
If I walked out and saw an orange 69 Charger, like, I bet there's arrows in that.
first off, he'd have
First
been
off, I
pointing,
hope they're not dynamite.
if he'd have been pointing that at me, I'd have been like, can we see your car first?
Yeah.
I really would have. I'd have been like, how about we see the car?
I'm going to let you finish. But I want to see that car real quick.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Look, you're going to be.
Did you see the storms that rolled through Louisiana and crushed Bo's General Lee?
Yes.
It was sad.
Yeah. Did
That
you
was
also
screen
see?
used?
Did you also see that they have a movie coming out that's basically just Smokey and the Bandit?
Is it called Smokey and the Bandit 2?
No, it's called
3? Smokey is the bandit.
No, but he's playing the part of Burt Reynolds, and he's driving a new Charger that has T-tops.
Is this coming out like on Hallmark or Lifetime or
It's coming out on
straight to DVD?
straight to DVD, and he owns it and owns the rights to it.
Yeah. I have some shirts from his original movie signed, and I bought my mom one of his Christmas cars, where somehow they're delivering cars to people from Christmas in time, but the place shut down because of questionable things on the car, and so they weren't sure if they could sell them anymore. You can figure out what kind of thing is.
Gotcha.
But it was like it wasn't Dukes related somehow. But somehow they were selling orange Charger cars.
Really?
Yeah, it was weird. I never watched. I just gave it to my mom for Christmas.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas. That's like something you'd like.
Here you go. It reminds you of my childhood. Here you go. But no,
Murray Chrysler.
I really want to know what the name of that movie is now, and I can't remember it. Oh, yeah. But I saw the extra, saw
We
the
could look it
trailer
up
for
on
it.
I Am a Deadbeat, right? IMDb, that's what that's.
Yeah. And again, he's Bo Duke. He's
yeah.
Bo Duke. I get it. But it's just like, even when we went to see them guys, which we won't relive that whole thing, but when we went to see them, he was the one that was like hardest to access.
Go
like
back to episode 1 and 2.
Yeah. But he was the one that was, yeah.
There was
he had like the Secret Service
There was a
around him.
line all the way through the Civil War.
Correct. Correct. Yeah. All the way through the
All the
Civil
way
War.
through the Civil War.
Yeah.
Past the fried Oreos, into the Civil War,
Yeah.
over where the monster truck for the Civil War was parked. Yeah, that was quite the line.
But I mean, even like the guys that came in on golf carts and you waved
Yeah,
to him.
he
you
was
said,
in an
hey,
SUV, right?
He was in an SUV and
Windows up.
Windows up.
Yeah, because Wopat gave us finger guns. So
Yeah.
he was warming his fingers up for the next weekend. But
Yeah. Yes, he was.
You guys can Google that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He was what gets me.
Yeah, Daisy Duke is literally on like an open air golf cart.
Yeah.
And John
Everybody
Schneider's
was.
like literally in a like
Yeah, like in a Sherman tank.
Right.
And he's driving through
they literally picked that up in DC.
Yeah. And
Hey, hey Prez, can we just borrow your can we borrow the bulletproof car real quick? Why? We need to take John Schneider from a trailer to a tent 8 yards away. Yeah. That sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Let's do that.
Yeah. Yeah. We got a Brinks truck. We can load him up in the back.
But to be fair though, when I saw him in Smallville, when I saw him, he was at the Superman thing because he was in Smallville. When I saw him at that, sweetest man ever, nice as could be,
Yeah.
really nice to my mom. I think we told this, but yeah, but it was weird. Like everyone else is just like, oh yeah, you guys were on that show once.
Yeah.
Here's a pop-up tent. Sir, your castle is just on the other end.
It was very weird. And it goes back to the whole, like we talked about Barry Williams recently and stuff too. It's like, he's Greg Brady for infinity. I get it. When he passes away, he's going to wear the Johnny Bravo, and the suit. I get it.
Probably
but
bury him in that convertible blue car that they had. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But the fact of the matter is that when you're still holding on to that and that's like your identity, you lose cool points with me. Because that was really cool. It's kind of like Henry Winkler did so many other things besides being Fonzie. You know what I mean? And you could tell he had fun doing stuff. These other guys is like, that's what they did.
Yeah.
And John Schneider.
Well, they touched they literally flew too close to the sun, and then they
Correct.
touched that fame, and they've been chasing it ever since.
Correct. And I hate to say it because I'm a Bears fan, but that's like the 85 Bears. Same way. We're 30.
What, do people still talk about the 85 Bears?
Yeah. Well, they still talk about the 85 Bears.
That is true.
Yes. And they still make a pretty good buck off of showing up and signing some paraphernalia for people and then cutting out of Dodge.
Yeah.
You know what I
to the
mean?
point where eventually someone's going to put a pen in their hand and move the paper underneath it.
Yeah.
Because that's how old they're still going to be.
Right. And thank you for your $50 and have a nice day. Right. But yeah, so like I said, that's the only reason I have with that. But no, when you said about his cars, I did see that his on set General Lee was destroyed. So, but he's got enough money. He should be able to fix it.
I hope so, yeah.
But it'll never be the same, No. Never be the same. So, hey, let's do a strange story. Mac, what do you got?
I have kind of a strange story. Can I tell it?
Yeah, go ahead. What do you got?
Someone
There
just
is-
opened your outside door.
For real?
Yeah. I mean, it's closed now, but I could see the door open in the shadow.
There is a thief that is stealing guitars from my workplace, and they are doing it by getting into the ventilation. Like, they're getting in through the HVAC system.
Yeah.
They're like Bruce Willising it to the top row of like where the guitars are, and they're lifting up the drop ceiling tiles, and they're grabbing the guitars and pulling them up through the ceiling.
So they're getting in from the roof?
Yes.
Really?
It's one person, and he's going across the country right now, just stealing from Guitar Center.
John, Mother, Father, McLean.
Yeah.
So now
John,
every night,
Mr. Falcon McLean.
when we close, we have to take all the guitars off of the top row now and put them on the floor. He started bringing like some kind of lasso with him, and now reaches down to the second row of guitars and pulls them up through the ceiling.
Has this happened at your store then?
No, but he's
Okay.
like in the air. He's like north of here right now. He started off in California. He got caught and arrested once, but he got out because he's got all kinds of money, I'm assuming, from his stolen guitars. And he's just been on a rampage. Yeah.
This seems like a very niche market.
I like to picture him dressed up as Batman.
I'm Batman.
I'm wondering like all the time now. I'm like, is he in the ceiling right now?
So when the cops show up, he's like, "It's okay. I'm on the case already."
If he
Tell me
falls
what
through-
you got.
If he falls through the ceiling.
Yeah, you should play Prince Bat Dance and see if that, like, suddenly he falls through because he's been dancing.
So that would be so trippy though to just like see a video of it, an arm coming down,
Right.
taking a that would trip me out too. That would
Like-
trip.
Because I don't think you'd see that at first. Like, you'd be watching the video and suddenly you'd see the body of the guitar start
Lifting,
up.
and you're like,
So then you have to rewind and go,
I
like, what
think-
happened there?
Yeah, like the stores that do have cameras, they don't really get the ceiling because they're right up against the ceiling, you know. So
Right.
all you even really see is like maybe
like-
the bottom quarter of the top.
I like
row.
how
Do
you're
you know how
giving
he
us-
worded that? The stores that do have cameras?
Yeah, I
That
like-
implies there's stores that don't.
Hey, so
vast majority of them
asking for
zero
a
security.
totally different fat guy. How much those ceiling tiles hold?
Yeah,
How
not
much
you.
weight?
I think it's the I beams that he's crossing.
Really?
Yeah, he's walking along the I beams once he gets above the drop ceilings, and then he figures out where he just lifts up a tile and says, "Oh, the guitars are
How
over
is
there."
he getting in the structure in the first place?
He's going through the roof somehow, like he's getting in through like the HVAC system or something. Like that's all they can figure out. He's like climbing along.
When you have an
vents
arm
or
coming through your air
vents.
conditioner hole up there, and just reaching down and he takes
all
your
it could-
headphones,
that's
takes
all
your
it could
headphones right
fit.
off your head.
Yeah, all it could fit in that hole is an arm.
We cracked the case.
Yeah.
That's what you should do. You should bait him. Put a guitar right there in your chair.
Yeah.
Make him go through that hole.
And then handcuff him to the guitar. So you just see him hanging out the wall, like just I couldn't get my arm back out. He's like that one guy that ate his arm because he was trapped in the rocks.
Right. Like a dog.
128 hours or whatever.
Like a dog when he takes a bone too big to go through
Yeah.
like the pet door. He's like, I can't do this. I just can't. Bam, bam, bam. It's-
And then, like when they drop it, turn around and pick it up the other way. Yeah. But it's still like the wrong orientation.
That is why we are superior to dogs
Right.
in every way. So, all right. So I have 3 stories. I'm going to let you guys pick based on the title. Ooh. No, it's no mystery. I have 3. So anyway, man almost dies after inserting an eel into his anus to relieve constipation.
That seems right up our alley, but let's hear another two.
Okay. So that seems like it could be a hurricane. That would definitely keep me away.
But now, is it A for anus eel or is it E for eel anus?
Right. Hey, it's C for constipation. That would have worked. Constipation. Nobody wants to be constipated.
Did not see that coming.
Yeah. So the second one, Belgium zoo romance between chimpanzee and woman ends. I got to tell you where I'm kind of going. And then the last one, this one here trips me out because we had the sea snakes on. Remember the sea snakes?
Yes, because someone shared like right after that, like on Reddit or something, there was a sea snake. So I got that sent to me 1,000 times.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Hey, how about you like and subscribe, jerks? Stop sending me the same thing over and over again.
Britain prepares for annual invasion of the palm-sized, sex-starved spiders.
Wait, you said who's palm?
Huh?
Who's palm?
Maybe Shaquille O'Neal. I don't know.
It looks bigger in certain palm-sized spiders'
right.
arms.
Right. So where are we thinking, Mac? What are you feeling?
We go 1, 2, or 3.
Wasn't paying attention.
I was going to say it really would help.
Yeah.
I saw him look over and he's looking at me like, I don't really know. I don't know.
Turns out there was somebody here. We had a miscommunication about scheduling tonight.
Oh. So
Yeah, like I was like, there's
Yeah.
someone out there.
I did not put the sign on the door, but I did lock it.
Are we in the wrong or are they in the wrong?
There.
Okay.
Okay.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
Good. You still should be paying attention. But anyway.
Well,
2.
you missed it when I got here. I saw his car out there. I come over here. The door's locked, Damon, right?
Yeah.
So I literally bang on that outside door like I'm trying to get like bust through it to steal a guitar. Because I don't know I don't know the ceiling trick.
Right.
And then I go back in the car. I'm like, hey, what's your story? He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, where are you? He's like, I'm in the studio. I'm like, so me beating down your door, you didn't hear that? He's like, no, I didn't hear it.
So the studio.
So it's not. I think it's not just us talking. I just don't think he can hear
Yeah,
sounds.
if I
I think he's an
Don't
audio
tell people
engineer,
that. Yeah.
and he can't hear sounds.
I spent too much time next to the amps and the speakers. Yeah.
How's it sound? Great,
Yeah. We haven't started yet. Okay. I like it.
perfect.
Yeah. Perfect. We got to the
All right,
bottom of
so
that.
He went to. Apparently, you seem really interested in 2.
Yeah. So we're going to go 2 then. So Belgium zoo romance between chimpanzee and woman ends. It's sad but true, but the love just couldn't go on. He's laughing already. He doesn't even know anything about the
Yeah.
story.
Well, he just heard it for the first
He's
time.
like, number 2. That sounds.
That's what I
said
picked.
number 2 because it's poop. It's like
Hurricane number 2.
hurricane. Wow, as in anal seepage from the
Survey
chimps.
says top 3 answers on the board. Chimpanzee romance ends. Number 2 answer.
So it says it may be 2021 this year, but it sure feels like 2020 part 2. People aren't getting any less weird. This is a love story between a chimpanzee and a woman. If you think you've heard it all, the managers of the Belgium store, I thought it said zoo, ruled that this relationship had to end. Cheetah, a 38-year-old chimpanzee. Now, how old do chimpanzees live?
They live quite a while. Yeah.
Okay, so that's not.
That's right in the ballpark.
Okay,
Sure.
okay, so that's not like a teenager.
No.
That's a full 38 years.
Yeah.
Okay,
They're totally within their own rights at that point. Sure.
10-4. And Addie Timmermans. Well, there's a first problem. We're meeting weekly as Timmermans was a longstanding visitor at the Antwerp Zoo. Okay, we'll go with that. She's been visiting Cheetah for years, but the zoo said it would no longer be allowed. Timmermans pleaded for a change of heart, arguing that the two would be distraught if separated. Well, one of you will.
Yeah.
I have
The
a picture.
chimpanzee would be like, finally. This bitch empty. Yeet.
No means no. Yeah. It says, I love that animal and she loves me. So they're okay. So they're
Oh.
so it's
Wait,
platonic.
what was the name of the
Cheetah.
cheetah? Okay, well,
Cheetah.
I guess that checks out. Sure.
Okay.
Wait, was that chimpanzee dating someone else?
Ooh.
And so the chimpanzee is not actually that, but she is just a cheetah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'd take a long walk to get there.
I was gonna say, where are you going here? And then I'm like, he's coming back to Cheetah. He's coming back to Cheetah. So we're gonna call her Cheetah just so your joke does not work. All right. Chita.
Velveeta. What's her name?
Yeah, Velveeta. Ooh, cheesy. I love that animal and she loves me, she said. I haven't got anything else. Why do they want to take that away? We're having an affair, I'll just say.
See,
Addie
I told
said.
you.
Yep. Other dozens of visitors are allowed to make contact, then why not me? So they basically banned one lady from talking to this chimpanzee. Okay.
If that chimpanzee is running a train, why can't I be a caboose? That's all I want to know.
Visits up till now have involved blowing kisses and waving through the glass of Cheetah's enclosure. Okay.
Well, that's all it takes.
Right. So the zoo told Zimmerman an animal that is too focused on people is less respected by its peers. So here's the deal. All the other ones are huddling.
Yeah.
They're huddling
They're over there
like my kid.
that dumb bitch.
Hey, you got a water bottle in your back pocket. Go give it to that chick. Go give it to that chick at the window. Go do it. Come on. Go do it. Then they all huddle
Take
up.
your swash bottle. Take it over there. Go, you want a drink?
So they want Cheetah to be a chimpanzee as much as possible. Outside of visiting hours at the zoo, she has managed 15 hours a day in his group. I want to give him a chance to be happy. So they've put her in with other chimpanzees. So they got 15 hours a day of doing that. Cool.
That's that weird people chimp. Right. I don't respect you.
According to the zoo, the other chimpanzees exclude. Now, okay, up top they said Cheetah was a her. Now it says when Cheetah's the other chimpanzees exclude him. So Cheetah's a boy. Okay, Cheetah's a boy.
Have we asked you to?
I don't know. Chimpanzees exclude him when he has contact with humans. When Cheetah is constantly busy with visitors, the other monkeys ignore him and don't consider him part of the group, even though that is important. He sits on his own outside visiting hours. So this spokesperson, this monkey is just chilling.
Yeah.
Just chilling and can't cope with other monkeys.
I don't like you coming around here smelling like people. You take that outside. We don't talk friendly about that around here.
You're 38 and you're not married yet, bro.
Yeah.
You're 38.
I got a girl.
You're 38.
I got a girl. She lives in another zoo.
She goes to another zoo.
Yeah, she goes to, there you go.
She goes to another zoo. You guys wouldn't know.
You don't even know her.
You don't know
Don't
her.
even know her.
Come on. You don't know her.
Look, I'll blow kisses. There she is right there.
Yeah. That's a lady. You could do so much better, Cheetah. You could do so much better.
See, and I'm at the point in my life, I don't really have a filter anymore. I mean, I do in some cases, but if I had a coworker that came up to me and be like, this is the love of my life, open up their photo album or their phone and scroll into a picture of Cheetah,
Yeah.
I would literally be like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is your problem?
That was my question from last week. What age is that appropriate? So right now it's appropriate for you.
Yeah.
You can just say what you want.
And I would be
You would have no remorse.
Look, you call HR.
Yeah.
Let's get in a room. Let's talk about it.
Let's get Cheetah on the phone.
Yeah. We will show them that picture, and the first thing out of their mouth will be like, what is wrong with you?
Right. So remember
Ted, you can leave.
Remember what I asked
We're
you?
good. Yeah.
They're going to ask you the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I didn't drug test you. We would have been done right here.
Right.
But since you're having an attitude, we're going to get other people involved. And there's going to be a lot more going on. But it says, of course, we are happy when our visitors feel so involved with the animals, but animal welfare comes first.
That's a dangerous, that's a slippery slope.
That's a very slippery
Especially after what's her name is left. I'll let you figure that out later on your way home, Max.
Cheetah was brought to the
We
zoo.
like them to have a lot of fun with the, like an interaction. Oh, I think you said intercourse. That's my fault.
Gotcha.
I was Mac listening.
I was way off.
Didn't hear it.
And I need to clear my Google browser. I was way off.
Do you guys have a VPN here?
My bad. My bad.
Surfshark or something like that? Call me.
I don't know who Chuck Incognito is, but I'm really digging that dude. I'm a big fan of him right now. So anyway, it says Cheetah was brought to the zoo 30 years ago because he was a pet at the time and became unmanageable. So see, this thing...
What if it was that family's pet when they were 8?
That's a story I would take.
Yeah.
I would be like, come on now, that was ours. But the other thing is, so this thing, for the first 8 years of its life, it only knew people. It doesn't want... I mean, man... You know, you can have a great job or a great place to be for 8 years. You can be in school.
And I don't want to steal material from another podcast, but it's like adopting a child as a teenager.
Yeah.
They're already set in their ways.
Right.
You can't change them.
Yeah.
So if you brought an 8-year-old chimpanzee to a zoo, it's already like, bruh,
Yeah.
I don't want these trees and shit.
Yeah.
Like, where's my bunk bed?
You want me to just yeet shit over here? No, I'm not doing that.
Where's my sandbox? I had a swing set at my old joint.
Right.
I had a Power Wheels.
I had a fish tank.
I had a Pow Power Wheels.
How about Power Wheels?
What are we doing here? This is garbage. I got to watch the TV whatever I wanted, Tuesdays and Thursdays.
And that's why I said, but
I watched John Stamos call us Full House. I don't know why. There's not even a TV here.
nice. You even know who Uncle Jesse is? He was a part of my childhood.
Cut it out.
But for 8 years, if that's what it's like when you get a dog from the pound, it's the same thing. It's like, I hate to say it, if that dog was abused before.
Oh, we had to put, and this is sad, we had to put a dog down because it was abused and it no matter
couldn't
what
domesticate
we
it.
did, it attacked us left and right.
Right. And unfortunately, that's what it is. So now, if this animal relates more to people than to other animals, then I don't think the shunning, I mean, maybe they see it as, oh, look, he's being shunned and he's sad. Is he just like, yeah, screw them guys. I got
Maybe he's
people
like,
coming in 10
why
minutes.
you got me in here with these apes?
Yeah.
I'm a people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ask Terwilliger or whatever. What's her name? Ant-Man? I don't...
Addie.
Yeah,
Tim
Addie.
Timmersman.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's
Andrew Zimmern, that guy that does the weird foods, that guy?
Zuckerberg? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Ask him. But no, so
Zeppelin. Barely know him.
Yeah. But I thought to myself, after reading this, that I would never then want to have a chimpanzee because my luck, I'd get the opposite. I get the one they found in the wild. And they'd be like, hey, I think he needs to hang out at your house for a while. You need to put diapers and stuff on them things.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, you look at you like, that's where I want to fling my poo. Right there.
Yeah. Ooh, I like your new TV.
That's a pretty solid target.
I like your new TV. You know what? I bet I can hit it from here. Yeah. I bet I can hit it from here. To the window, to the wall.
Yeah. Sheet.
So anyway, I feel heartbroken for her. I don't feel bad for the.
I don't feel bad for it. That's just weird.
So here's the deal. He's got a side chick that he can brag to the other guys about. He's doing okay.
Well, that's my point. How does that woman know that like he's exclusive? Right. How does she know he's not making Google fingers at other people?
He goes over there and he's like, "No, baby, nobody. She's nobody.
Yeah.
She's nobody.
I don't even blow her full hand kisses. Nothing.
I've never flung poo in her face. No, that's from me and you.
I just waved to her. Not even a blown kiss at all. No, baby.
She was holding you. You were snuggling.
Baby.
No,
baby.
No.
That's not even possible. There's glass between us. There's nothing between us. Right. There's nothing.
That's how it goes. We won. We won together. There's nothing.
I'll call you later. We talk about it.
Right. He pulls out an iPhone.
Yeah.
This is is that from that chick? No.
This is for my boys.
Yeah. You ain't got one of these? We all got one.
Can I see it? No. No, you can't see it.
I want to see your text. No. I just play Donkey Kong on it. That's all I do. It's a game.
You don't need to read all those from Chuck Incognito. That's my boy.
Who's this Incognito guy? He's my boy. You're my boy, Blue.
Why does he look like a spy in the 1950s? Don't worry about it, baby.
You're very, very peaceful and calming. She comes back banging on the glass. Not now, Hattie.
This is my time.
Yeah, she's blowing kisses.
Yeah.
No, I don't even know who that is. I don't even know. Are you kidding me right now? She looks nothing like me.
Separation bring us closer, baby. I need you to walk away. Hippo said they wanted you to stop by, talk you up pretty big.
Right. What was all this? She goes to another zoo.
Meanwhile, this is all going on in her head. And the monkey's just sitting there like, what's up? What's going on? What's this? Just like dead face. Like, what is this?
Yeah. That's why I said it. Again, 8 years of being around people, that's normal.
Yeah.
It's normal.
I feel she needs to seek medical attention.
She does.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, when she basically said, what we have is beautiful, we have a relationship. No, you don't. No, you don't. Then go get a job at the zoo. You want to volunteer there?
Yeah.
Volunteer there, But, oh, man, that's a wackadoo. And you know what's weird?
Yeah.
She's related to somebody.
Yeah.
She probably has friends that are like, and that's what she tells her friends.
She probably has other humans that would love to have a relationship with her.
Yeah.
But she's like, oh, no, man.
Yeah.
I paid $119 for this membership. I got to get down to the zoo.
I get VIP parking. Well, she doesn't even do that. She's probably like, well, you don't know him. He doesn't work in our office. What's his name? Well, he goes by his last name. His name's Cheetah. Goes by his last name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
His name's Cheetah.
His name's Tita. First initial C.
Tito. Yeah. But no, because she's doing the same thing. He goes to another
has
school.
an important job in zoology.
What does he do? Works with apes. He works with apes. Yeah. Yeah.
He's trying to assimilate with another group of chimpanzees.
Right. But I keep standing in the way. I mean, whatever. It's all good. But no,
They don't understand us.
Now she's talking that way too.
Well, you know, when you're around someone after a while, you pick up their language.
So
and
they
their
both, I
quirks.
gotcha.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
Yeah.
So that's like chimpanzee.
Yeah. You know,
Okay.
all families have their own like internal talk where they'll say words that,
Right.
stuff like that. Like,
I like where they come out of nowhere though. It's like, we're still in her, right? We're still talking about her?
yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Ted, you've used the same voice for both of them. I need to know.
Hey,
I can't figure out which one it is. I have no idea.
now you're Sylvia Brown?
Yeah. I couldn't pull it out. When Chad Daniels was on the screen, I couldn't make that work.
You couldn't do it.
But when I'm using the same voice for a woman and the chimpanzee she loves,
Yeah.
suddenly I have no idea who we're talking about.
Good job, man. You know what I mean?
I can't. No, we're not doing that. I foresee that is not a good way to go. Where is my friend Montel?
I have one voice. Spanish parakeet. That's all I got.
Was originally English, apparently.
Huh?
Wasn't that one of the, or was it Spanish and stole it to English? I don't remember your story.
Yeah, it was Spanish. And then
it was your story. I don't remember.
Yeah. It was you should remember all these stories. We talk about them. So
They can't tear us apart. That's the chimpanzee that I love.
Mac,
What's up?
were you on the side of the chimpanzee or on Addie's side?
Oh, chimpanzee. Yeah.
Mac's like chimpanzee. What are you talking about?
What are you talking
Chimpanzee. When did we start talking
I
about
heard the CHI. I thought we were talking about chickens.
When are we doing story number 2? When are we doing that one? All right. Well, Ted, where can they find us?
If you still want to find us, you can find us at thatchecksout.net. Or you can find us on all the socials at That Checks Out. WDT stands for With Damon and Ted. The guy on the other side of the table is Damon. That makes me Ted, coming to you here, recorded at Audiohive Podcast Studios. There's probably an ing in there. Podcasting Studio, whatever. You'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It's in the beautiful town of Joliet.
Yeah.
Proprietor cannot listen to audio stuff. Mac.
Yeah.
See, doesn't even know.
Yeah.
You'll find us here next week. Listen in. Don't forget to download, subscribe, tell your friends.
Yeah.
We have merch now. You can reach out to us for shirts. Hats are on the way. Stop asking about hats. They are on the way.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Yeah.
Get off my back, man.
Yeah. Stop tearing us apart.
I was waiting for that. I knew you were going to do something. I saw your face. I'm like, he's going to do something. Stop tearing us apart.